Out why this is Jim Harbaugh's best coaching job ever, and why Mel Tucker should not take the LSU job and stay in Michigan State. And finally, how you are going to get paid to watch this one. Let's get it.
This is Enough Said Sports.
As I hope all is well in your world, it is all well here at Enough Said Sports as we come to you with another college football preview and prediction video here on YouTube. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day or evening, whenever you may be watching this, to support us here on YouTube. Really, really appreciate it. And if you like this type of content, like these type of picks, please join us on Patreon. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports for just $1 a day or $30 a month. You can become a true fan of Enough Said Sports. You get all of our picks for college football, NFL, and NBA. It is in the description box below. Please click the link. Really appreciate all the support from all of you who do that. As we go into this week 9 in college football, this is going to be the most intriguing matchup that we have on the schedule, I believe. You will have the Michigan Wolverines traveling to play the Michigan State Spartans there in East Lansing, Michigan, for the right to continue their quest to make the college football playoff. The spread in this one is the Michigan Wolverines are favored by 6, and the total in this one is 51.5. It will be coming on at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, high noon, on Saturday, October the 30th on Fox. Now, let's talk about the Michigan Wolverines to start off with. Obviously, Jim Harbaugh is the head coach for the Michigan Wolverines. They're 7-0, coming off of a victory over Northwestern, 33-7. Cade McNamara is the quarterback, 60.5% completion percentage, 8.3 yards per pass attempt, 5 touchdowns to just 1 interception. Up front, they have 3 seniors, 1 junior, and 1 sophomore, and they are the number 1 ranked offensive line in efficiency in the country. They are very, very good up front. They do a great job taking care of their quarterback when they do throw it, which isn't that much, but they are very, very efficient. They do a very good job. Now, before I get into the defense, to talk about Jim Harbaugh a little bit, I believe this is the best job he's ever done with a team. And the reason why I say that is I don't believe this is the most talented Michigan team he's ever had, but he's done a tremendous job managing his personnel and making sure that that this team plays mistake-free football. They don't make mistakes. They don't shoot themselves in the foot. They don't turn the ball over. They're very, very sound. They're very, very disciplined. And I think Jim Harbaugh has done a tremendous job this year with this team and having a really good game plan. They play really solid defense, and they run the football, and they're very, very patient. And they've been quite impressive this year so far. I think this is Jim Harbaugh's best job by far. Defensively, they run a 3-4 set. They do have a very, very good defensive player, Brad Hawkins. He'll be a 3rd or 4th round draft pick projected there in the NFL. He will definitely be playing on Sundays. They were very dominant against Northwestern on both sides of the football. They started off kind of slow, but they have a way of grinding on you and leaning on you. And by the end of the game, you were just, as a defense, so tired of Michigan running the ball on you that it's very, very difficult to deal with them and very, very difficult to stop them late in these ball games, and they tend to blow it open. And they just don't make those mistakes that you see a lot of other college football teams making. They just tend not to do that, and they deserve a ton of credit for that. I believe that Michigan's going to be a really, really tough out, and I'll get to my prediction here in just a little bit. On the other side, Mel Tucker, they're 7-0. They did defeat Indiana 20-15, very unimpressively, I might add. Peyton Thorne is the quarterback, 61.2% completion percentage, 9.3 yards per pass attempt, 15 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions. Up front, they have three seniors, 2 juniors. They do have a 5th round projected draft pick at the right guard position, Kevin Jarvis. This offensive line is ranked 41st in offensive line efficiency. And, of course, they've got the superstar in the backfield, Kenneth Walker III. Very, very good running back. Defensively, they run a 3-4. Don't really have any standouts on that side of the football. Just very, very veteran. When you watched them against Indiana, they looked really pedestrian. They did not do a good job in that football game. They were very, very fortunate to escape Indiana with a victory, and probably should have lost the game with the way that they played. They got some timely plays from the defense and a couple of good special teams plays, and that really allowed them to win this football game. But it was very, very disappointing looking back at this team for Mel Tucker. Now, before I get into my prediction, I do believe Mel Tucker's got something going here in East Lansing. I think that Michigan State is the better job right now than LSU is, personally, just because the LSU Tigers play in the SEC, which is loaded, and it's going to be even more loaded in years to come when Oklahoma and Texas join the SEC. I just believe for Mel Tucker's future at this point in time, I think he needs to stay where he is. But it'll be interesting to see what he ends up deciding to do. Now, as for the prediction in this contest, I'm going to go with Michigan State here in the points. I'm going to take the +6 here. I'm also going to take Michigan State here in the upset. And I'm also going to take the under total 51.5 total points. And here's the reason why I'm going to go with Michigan State, guys. I think that Michigan State's performance up against Indiana, to be honest with you, I believe it was because they were looking past Indiana and looking forward to playing Michigan. This is the biggest game that Michigan State has had in a very long time, probably since they were in the college football playoff back in, I believe, 2015 or 16. I think it might have been 15. Obviously, this is a huge game. This is going to be an opportunity for them to stake their claim to get into the college football playoff. I think they're going to have a great chance of doing that, and I think they're going to be ready to go here. I think that Michigan, while they've had a really good season so far, I think that the key to beating Michigan, from everything that I see, is that you just can't shoot yourself in the foot. And I think that after the sloppy game that they played against Indiana, them looking forward to this game, I think they're just a little bit better than Michigan, in my opinion. I think they're a little bit more explosive. I think Michigan is the better defense here, but I believe Michigan State's offense is a bit more explosive with Reed on the outside and Kenneth Walker in the backfield. And I think that they're going to be able to take advantage of Michigan a little bit here. And I don't expect Michigan State to make mistakes. I don't expect them to turn the football over. I think they're going to be ready. Mel Tucker will have them ready to roll. I think Peyton Thorne is going to play very, very well in this one. And I just think they're just a better team as long as they don't turn it over. And I think that's going to be evident. They got home field advantage. I like Michigan State here to take care of business. I also like the under. I think this is going to be a tough, grinded out type of a football game. Michigan is going to stay true to form. They're going to run the football, and they're going to run the football, and they're going to run the football some more. They're going to continue to run the football until they can't run the football, if they were to fall behind and into a big hole, which they have not done all year long. I think this potentially could be a game where they could. I think Michigan State is that much more talented than them. The only question for me is will Michigan State not turn the ball over? Will they play disciplined football? And I believe the answer to that is a resounding yes. Had they not looked so poorly last week coming off of Indiana, I would might lean actually toward Michigan here, but I do believe because they played so sloppily up against the Indiana Hoosiers that they're going to have a heightened sense of awareness about this. And I think Mel Tucker will have them ready. So we'll go with that. We'll go with Michigan State +6, Michigan State to win, and we'll stick with the under 51.5 total points. Michigan fans, do you think this is the best job Jim Harbaugh has done yet with your Michigan Wolverines? Michigan State fans, do you really feel objectively that Mel Tucker should stay at Michigan State, and is it the better job over LSU? And finally, tell me, as always, guys, what you think about the pick itself. Really love interacting with you. Really appreciate all the support. We're having a pretty good year in football, and really excited to continue the momentum. And hey, if you like this content, like I mentioned at the top, please join us on Patreon. It's just $1 a day or $30 a month. You get full access to college football, NFL, and all of our NBA picks and content as well. Great opportunity to make money while watching these games. So thank you as always. You have a great and wonderful evening. Look forward to interacting with you guys in the comments. Take care.